Most people think limits are walls, fixed points you'll never move past. But I've learned that limits are only markers, signs showing where the average person stops. Training for an Ironman 70.3 isn't about racing against others. It's about racing against the version of yourself that once thought this was impossible. Every mile, every stroke, every pedal. This is about pushing past comfort, breaking through doubt, and proving that what you once thought was your limit was only the beginning. Welcome to my journey. Welcome to my Ironman 70.3 training series. The race is going to be December 7th in La Quinta, California. This video series is going to take you through my entire training journey and race day. This first video is going to be the first block, which is base phase, which is going to be the first 8 weeks of my training segment. I'm going to take you through my swim training, my bike training, my run training, and explain everything that comes together to get you prepared for this race. So the Ironman 70.3 is a 1.2 mile swim, followed by a 56 mile bike ride, and then a 13.1 mile run. Let's get right into it. So recently, as you might know, I signed up for a half Ironman, which I've been training for the last about 6 weeks. I learned that swimming is probably going to be the hardest part of this. Honestly, before I started, I was like, it's such a short distance. It's 1.2 mile swim on race day, and then 56 mile bike ride and a 13.1 mile run. I thought 1.2 miles honestly doesn't sound that bad until I swam my first lap and I was out of breath before I got down to the end. So this facility here, I'm swimming at the Moana Springs pool. Today is going to be a 1,500 meter swim. Let me go over the workout here. So it is a warm-up of 2x100 free, 50 kickboard, 50 6-3-6 drill, which is, I'll explain in a little bit, and then 2x50 hard. My main set is 4x100 endurance focus, rest for 20 seconds, 50 fist drill, which again, I'll show you when we're out there, rest for 20 seconds. And then cool down is 100 easy pulls. So kind of a general gist of what's going on. And I'll show you guys kind of what's going on once we get out there. All right, so just getting acclimated. The one thing I learned quickly about swimming is when you get to the pool, you just got to jump in. You can't think about it. Sometimes the water's cold. You just got to literally get in, get under, and then get acclimated. So I'm going to put my gear on and start today's training. All right, so we're getting into the main set of the swim now. The warm-ups are done. So the main set is going to be 4x100 hard swim. So basically 80 to 90% effort, which is down and back. This pool is 50 meters, so down and back is 100. So I do that 4 times. and then 50 meter of a fist row, which is basically swimming with your hands closed. Makes it a lot more difficult because you're not getting that propulsion from your hands. So makes you focus on your swim, your form, keeping your butt up, and not having any resistance to push yourself through the water. Because if you start to sag your legs, that's when swimming becomes really hard. So when you get your butt up and you're able to keep yourself pretty level and flat on the top of the water, that's when swimming becomes easy. So here we go. All right, so just finished up that swim. Felt really good. I like swimming at night here, like the last hour or two that they're open, because that's when it kind of clears out and I can get my own lane. And if I come during other times, I usually have to share a lane or things like that. So it's nice. Workout went really well. I'm just gonna get out of here, stretch out, go home, have some dinner, fuel up, and yeah, that's really all it is staying consistent with the workout, getting it in, and refueling when you're done. So that's it for today. All right, so today's workout is going to be a functional threshold power workout. So it's an FTP test. So basically, I'm going to be getting on the bike. It's going to be roughly about a half hour. I'm going to ease into it, slowly warm up, and I'm going to push myself to see what my maximum output is that I can sustain for a period of time. So this gives a good idea of where my pace is at for like my current fitness levels, and it'll give my coach a good idea on how to build my future workouts with where I'm currently at. So it's going to beat me up a little bit. It's hot and humid in here today. And then I'm going to do a light lift afterwards and then a sauna. So we're going to get started. Here we go. All right, so on Zwift, they have a FTP workout. So it's going to start with an 8-minute free ride, and then every minute the watt output jumps up about 10 watts, it looks like. And then it just slowly escalates all the way up to 250 watts, which is going to be basically full exertion. And then there's a little bit of a cool down afterwards, but that's the workout. So I decided to get the indoor trainer for a couple reasons. One, it's hard to control the outdoor environment. So if it's rainy, windy, or like super hot, super cold, whatever, it's hard to keep your workouts consistent. And like for example, if I'm doing interval training, I'm supposed to take a break, but then I hit a hill, I have to put in a lot of effort, so it throws me off. So I always say control the controllables, and it's a lot easier to control what's going on in my garage rather than what's going on out on the road. That's one thing, and then the other thing is, honestly, I've had a couple of close calls with some cars, and last season I very lightly got hit by a car. Really wasn't a big deal, but it just made me think about it, and I was like, if I can get off the road a little bit, because people are crazy out there. All right, we're live.
What's this now?
So now we're in the test. That was a warm up. Oh, so bird mode did go on, by the way, which is, so it's just, I will do 1 minute, see on the left. It's 1 minute at 60, 70, 80, 90, all the way up to 250. So, and it's gonna, also the other thing is, up there, where it says 50, where it just turned to 49, to the right of that, the 89 number, or 90 now, is my heart rate. And then below that is my cadence. So 86, 91, that's how many rotations I'm doing per minute. This is gonna get ugly. So 50 watts is almost impossible to stay at because it's so light. It's like the pedals are basically free spinning right now. Oh. Usually when you do these types of workouts, you exert and then you cut back. take a break, and this thing just keeps going up. So there's no break. There's no break. So this week is testing week. So swimming, biking, running, I'm doing all these tests to get a gauge for the last, I don't even know how long I've been training. I feel like it's been 8 weeks, I think. So we're just seeing how my body's responded and where I'm at. So I still have a run test to do this week, and then I'll have a good gauge. Woo! Here we go! Come on. I can't get it past where I need to. Ah! Shit. Dude, that was one of the harder things I've done in this life. Oh my God. Oh. Holy cow, that was insane. Don't let that test fool you. The first 25 minutes are breathes, and then that last 10 to 15% of that workout is a dog. It literally locked up because I wasn't putting in enough effort, which I don't know how that makes me feel. But it gave me my first official FTP score on the bike, which is 175 watts. So I believe, if I understand it correctly, that means that I can hold 175 watts for 1 hour, which would be my maximum output for a 1 hour ride. Oh, crazy. That was crazy. See where I dipped off there? You can't hide it in this workout. Yeah, that workout, you cannot fake it because it records every little time you dip down and stop and increase and go, and it gave me an FTP score of 175. I think that's cool. I think that's good. I don't know that for sure, but happy with the way that went. And then just save it. It uploads directly to the Training Peaks app, so that, and Strava and Garmin, and that way my coach can see it and evaluate it and let me know how I'm doing. All right, so we just got done with the bike ride, the FTP test. I'm going to transition into a small little impromptu lift. What I found out with Ironman training is you just got to squeeze in the lifts when you can, but you also got to listen to your body too. So if you need a rest after a hard workout, take it. But I feel pretty good right now, so I'm going to get in a light lift here and then finish up the night with a sauna. So here we go. Morning, guys. We are just starting a run today. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. Very low wind, perfect temperature. It's like silent out here, feels good. Today's workout is going to be a run test. So this week has all been fitness testing just to gauge where I'm at. Starting with a 2 mile, very slow warm up. And then it's just a timed 5K, which is about 3.1 miles. So we're just getting started here. Something that's been interesting is my coach has taught me to run slow. I don't know if you ever heard the saying, you gotta slow down to speed up. I haven't either, but supposedly it's a thing. But I would always run before, when I didn't really know how to train for running. I would run like the same pace or try and just get faster every run, which ended up with me never sticking with running and sometimes getting injured. But you know, like my normal pace, if I'm like trying to push myself for like a tempo pace, is like, I don't know, 9.5 minutes, 9:45. But a lot of my training has been done at like 11 or 12, sometimes even 13-minute miles. And it's actually helped me stay consistent, not get injured, build up my fitness. And it was a weird thing to kind of grasp, because you think if you're trying to get faster, you want to keep pushing yourself. But that's actually when people get injured. So that's kind of the plan for today. Here we go. All right, so the run test is complete. Honestly, I feel great. It was kind of the first time that I noticed that like running slow has helped me in my fast game, because my warm-up run was 2 miles at like a 12:30 pace, which is super slow for me. And then the timed 5K portion was 3.1 miles at just under a 10-minute pace. But as soon as I was done, so the last half mile I was basically pushing, not all out, but I would say 95%. But as soon as I was done, I took like 10 steps and I felt fully recovered. So I never felt like, you know, when you're done with a crazy hard workout and you gotta like sit down or anything like that. Like, I really felt like I could have kept going, which I think is a good sign, just showing that my fitness levels are coming up with the amount of work that I'm doing. So it was a great run. I could post the stats below, but yeah, it was roughly about 5.1 miles. Warm-up was a 12:30 pace, and then the active portion of the tempo was about a 10-minute pace, or just under. So great workout, and glad to get that done early on a Sunday morning. It felt good. Thank you guys so much for watching the first video. The next video is going to be about the build phase, where I really ramp up the training volume. So let me know what you guys think. Appreciate all the support. We'll see you guys at the next video.